Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is Greg FPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and this is how to get all of the Season 2 Reloaded intel that got added into Black Ops Cold War Zombies yesterday. Hope this video does help you out. So we're going to start off on Sanatorium Night, the new map, and you can jump up right here and interact with this like film reel radio and collect that intel. Once you're done that, we're going to make our way into the big sanatorium building, the middle building that kind of is in the middle of the map. That's huge. And the first one's going to be here on the first floor on top of that desk. Just go ahead and grab it. Next, we're going to go up one floor to the second floor. And on this coffee table is going to be another intel. Now you'll recognize this area with a lot of white chairs, and there's a side room off of that. And that's where that intel is located. Next up is going to be over here in the maintenance area, and there's going to be a Maxis radio that is just sitting right there on the table. So you just go ahead and grab it. Now keep in mind, once the audio reel is done playing, they will disappear. Next up, guys, we're going to make our way over here to Market Square, and there's a radio here that you can only get once per game. Now this radio appears on the other maps as well, but you can only get it once per game. So if I get it here, I'm not going to be able to get it on like Golova, for example. So that's the location. I ended up getting it multiple times at Sanatorium. And last but not least is going to be over here in the vacation homes. There's going to be a Requiem radio. Now you can only get one Requiem radio per game. So just like that radio that I just showed you, you can only get it on one map per game. So for example, I cannot get it on Ruka if I already get it on this map. So just keep in mind that there's multiple radios that look like this on other maps, but if you've already gotten it, you won't be able to grab it again. So you have to go in a separate game in order to get it. Now we're going to hop on over to Golova, and inside the rural houses area where the perk machine is, or the Wonder Fizz, there's going to be one in this side room right here, right next to the desk. Next up after that is going to be located over here on the church grounds. It's a small building right next to where one of the areas that you leave in like the cemetery area, and that one's just going to be sitting on the desk as well. Next up, we're going to go to the upper town and climb up this tower, and there's going to be another intel that is up here. I kind of like how they hid one up here because it's kind of out of the way and you can't really see it unless you're like specifically looking for it. So pretty cool. Next is another Maxis radio, which is going to be located over here inside of the Lower Farmstead barn. And there's multiple barns in this area, so just look for that one specifically. Next, we're going to go into this White House in the rural houses area. And this is one of the radios, just like the one that had multiple that I showed you on Sanatorium. So once again, you can only get one of these radios per game. Doesn't matter where, but you can only get one. So if you decide you want to get it on Sanatorium, it's not going to be available here. So just keep that in mind. Collect all the intel. You have to play multiple games in order to get those. So just keep that in mind. Next up, guys, is going to be another Requiem radio that is located up here at the granary all the way on the top. So this one is going to be sitting here. And once again, you can only get one of these per game. It's all the way at the top of this area. And there's usually a launch pad here that you can launch off somewhere else. Now, next up, guys, is going to be in the upper town area in the offices. And this one is going to be located over here, and this is an Omega radio. Once again, you can only get one of these per game, so just keep that in mind when you guys are playing. You can only get one per game for that. Now we're going to hop on over to Ruka. The first one's going to be here in the missile silos, sitting on this shelf right here. All you have to do is really look for like a roofed area inside of the missile silos, and you'll find that really easily. It did take me a couple minutes. Next up, guys, is going to be in the backwoods. You're going to go up this cabin, and there's going to be a Maxis radio sitting on this desk right here. Sometimes you can get a chest there, and other times it's going to end up turning into a mimic. So just be careful. I got armor and monkey from this one, so that's pretty dang good, actually. Next up, guys, is going to be in the mobile ICBM site. This is like the tented area. There's usually a Jeep here and some chests as well. It's going to be sitting right there on that table. Really easy, next to some wooden boxes. Next up, guys, is going to be in the base headquarters. This is like the main building that's on Ruka, the big building, and it's going to just be sitting back here. You can see a picture of Joseph Stalin behind it, and also a zombie was T-posing right there for some reason after it was dead. Next up, guys, is going to be over here in the old farm, and this one's going to be sitting in this back building over here. It's like a back log cabin. There's also usually a chest on the level right above it. There's a ladder you can get up there if you want to get that. So that one is pretty easy to find as well. Next up, guys, is going to be located over here, and this is the cargo platform area. And this is one of the radios that you can get once per game. It's a Requiem radio once again. So like I said before, once per game. I already got it on a different map, but this is where it's actually located. So next up, guys, we're going to go over here to the maintenance area on Alpine, and there's going to be a Maxis radio sitting right here on top of this desk. So you can just go ahead and grab this one just like all the others. Really, really easy. I know I'm saying easy and you can just go ahead and grab it all the time. I'm sorry, guys. Next one's going to be located here on the chalet. I probably said that wrong. And it's just going to be sitting on a table. Pretty self-explanatory. Don't really need to explain that one. Really, really easy to find. Next one is going to be all the way in the base cabins area, right next to the launch pad sitting on the truck. You should be able to find that one really easily as well. Just go and look for it. Usually there's some objectives right next to it. Next up, guys, is going to be located over here. This is the ski patrol building. And you're going to go up to the top floor, and then in the room behind the room you go up, and it's going to be sitting right there next to the bunk beds. So just go ahead and grab that one as well. Next up, guys, is going to be in the Hillside cabins, and this is another one of those radios that you can only get once per game, and we ended up getting it in this game, as you can see. So I was on round 1, so I got on this game before going on to any other maps. So it's just going to be sitting inside the Hillside cabins. Next up, guys, is going to be a Requiem radio, which is inside of the bathhouse. This is the room that you usually do the holdout. And then there's also an Omega radio located on top of the billiard table, which is in the pro shop area where you defend the head. So those are all the locations for Alpine. And last but not least, guys, we're going to keep looking for a little bit more intel that you can actually get. So when you go up to these things and do one of the trials, you end up getting intel as a reward. Now it is currently bugged. You can only get 54 out of 56 intel. It will go in game, it will play the audio, but it won't actually save, and you can only get 2 of them from doing these different objectives or trials. So just keep in mind that these are currently bugged. I will post on Twitter when this becomes available. If you guys are interested, you can follow me at GregFPS. So just know that these are currently bugged and you can't actually get them. You can only get 54 out of 56, which obviously does suck. But anyways, guys, that is all the intel that you can get on with Season 2 Reloaded and Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Hope this video did help you out. If it did, please do me a favor and drop a like, guys, and subscribe if you're new. If you like these intel guides, definitely let me know down below in the comment section, because they do take a ridiculous amount of time to record, because obviously there's a lot of intel usually, and I always love making my guides as detailed and precise as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day. My name is Greg FPS, Zombies Extraordinaire, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.